Hey guys, Angry Joe here, and I'm here with some Star Wars Battlefront II gameplay. I got like 2.5 hours of it. I don't know how I'm going to show it off to you. I'm just going to do highlights and sort of talk through the session I already played. Love how the game starts. Got tons of troops, like a wave of people, at least here on this Naboo map. And you got to use ion disruptors to damage that transport that is bringing the Separatists over to the sort of throne headquarters. So let's start with some of the questions that you were wondering. Player counts, that's one that I forgot to ask while I was there. I haven't seen any confirmation of increased player counts. The fact that they're not talking about it or sort of presenting it as a feature makes me believe that they haven't done anything on player counts, which sucks because I was hoping for, you know, like a lot more players, like 60 players. I'm playing the Heavy class right now. This is one of the abilities from the Heavy class, the Shield ability. And combined with his extremely fast-firing laser light machine gun, so to speak, I think that this class is, in fact, my favorite, and it's the easiest to play. Now, when you have this shield up, look, I just got a kill right there. When you have the shield up, it's very... movement is very slow. I tried to kill the droid, but apparently can't kill the droids. I don't know what they do. I thought maybe they'd heal you on the battlefield, but I don't think I ever got close to one while I was hurt. So I'm not sure if that's what they do or not. I'm seeing an enemy here to my left. That transport off to the right, that's what you got to hit with a bunch of ion cannons and prevent it from reaching the base. Let's see if we can pick off another kill. We do. Okay. And I take down the shield, and apparently you can have this shield up as long as you want. That, I think, probably needs to change because it's so powerful. Though there is some tactics there. Just get behind that guy or maybe throw, you know, fire off some grenades or something. So something that they'll have to keep an eye on. I'm taking fire. I pop my shield. I'm pretty certain it comes from this direction, and I'm going to 1v1 this guy really easily. Even though I had a third of health, I was able to 1v1 him. Now, eventually, I got cut off by people from behind me. Usually, the Separatists will go up the middle or the left and right flanks, and so I needed to keep my attention on there. So here's sort of the class selection: Assault, Heavy, Officer, Specialist. Here, I play as the Officer, and you're seeing these spawn waves here. So, you know, this is sort of baby mode squads or Fisher's Prize squads. It's more accessible. You spawn in, and once you have filled that, I think you only need 2, and then you can spawn, but sometimes it'll let you go up further. So here's the ion cannon that you can pick up and sort of do work on the objective here. So I think that's what I'm about to do. Let's see if I can get a shot off. Yeah, so you got to wait for it to charge up. And bam, hit it. So I got a little bit of damage there and some points. Now, in this particular demo, it has been disabled where you cannot even destroy that thing because they want to show all phases of the Naboo map. So I think there's 3 different phases. I got caught from behind. 3 different phases, and this alone is making the game incredibly fun, this mode, because it starts off in this open area, and then it gets more tight-knit, or close quarters, and then it gets really close when you're defending the throne room, and I really like that. Lots of choke points, lots of good... Oh, here's Darth Maul. So this is what it's like as a trooper to face Darth Maul. And I think I actually do pretty well. He kind of disappears. The boy moves super fast. But if you watch, I think I killed him. I got Darth Maul there, so I wanted to show that off. I was firing at my friends a little bit, but I think friendly fire is disabled. It's pretty tough, especially when Darth Maul's on your buddies, to not hurt your buddies. I got taken out by a super battle droid right there. And that is, I love the battle point system change. I love the fact that you no longer have to fight for power-ups. As you do the objective, as you get kills, as you do what you're supposed to, you could go and use those battle points of various things. Here, I'm going to use it on this ATRT. And sort of spawn in on that vehicle and try it out for the first time. But I make a huge critical error. I take this vehicle, and I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe I'm a little more powerful and I can do some more damage. So I go out here in the middle, which is an absolute incorrect thing to do. I think I got sniped. No, the troop transport, you know, that thing coming down the middle just blew my ass away. So don't do that mistake when you get it. And then I think here next I've got some more battle points left, 772. I only need 754 a V-wing, so I'm going to go ahead and fly one of those and check out the you know, aerial combat. Now, you don't really need a squad in this, thankfully, and you'll launch, well, I guess it does put you in a squad. Look at that. I don't know how you're supposed to say next to that guy. So, aerial combat, does it feel better? I can't tell you. Initial impressions is no, because look, I just got popped out of it. I have no idea what happened. I really don't understand what happened. I think I got spawned in as, I don't know, a jump trooper or a commander. I'm not sure what happened there. I really so I was gonna try it out, but I wasn't able to, and I never went back to it, I don't think. But you see the Gatling gun there on the right side. Those are really awesome. This guy's got a little bit of a long-range guns. The guns are feeling better. I'm liking a lot of the way the guns are feeling. Stay out of the middle of the map. I'm getting shot up over there. You can hold E. We grab the ion cannon. Let's get another shot off. I got killed from behind. I needed to pay attention to see if I had killed that guy or not. So game feels good. Okay, so we're going to another segment of gameplay. We're looking at the star cards. They didn't really have a whole lot of star cards unlocked for us. You could do a little bit of customization with them. Star cards, I'm kind of worried. You know, you see the different colors there. There's going to be different rarities. As far as I know, there's no like leveling system where you can't use a particular star card if you just started the game. So that, to me, kind of means you could buy a bunch of star cards, right, and get all the good ones, the epic ones, and then you have an advantage over somebody else. So that's a slightly pay to win. Here I go with the sort of, what is the class is this? The specialist, where it's more like a sniper rifle. And I get a ton of kills down the middle. So, again, you're going to want to stay out of the middle unless you can get a tank or you're moving cover to cover. Because I snipe quite a few people here. And these shots will go real far. So yeah, the star cards, kind of worried about them. We'll see. But I love the fact that they did change classes. So it's like they're doing some good things here, and then there may be some things that are going to interrupt that. But the class system alone is the single biggest and greatest change, and the one that I think helps gameplay the most. And it's great. These 4 different classes, it feels good. Though I wish there was more structured squads. When we first started playing, nobody was sticking together. In fact, not even me. I was running off. If you look at the yellows on my map and my screen here, those are the people that you want to stick by. And if you stick by them, you will earn points, battle points, so that you can unlock, you know, different. Man, I killed so many people with that until I got knocked out by a droid. Yeah. Oh, man, a ton of droids on that left flank. Okay, so what do I do here? I don't recall. I can afford a clone jump trooper, but let's see if I... Nope, I'm going to stick with the current class. Okay, here we go. Some Darth Maul again. Let's see what I can do. Boom! What? AngryJoe is murdering fucking Darth Maul left and right. I think I got that kill. I'm not sure, but that's another thing. So I want to talk about heroes. You know, previously I showed you guys like Boba Fett and Del playing him, and heroes are just overpowered. Here, that's not the case. Heroes can actually be a part of your squad. So here, Rey was a part of my squad. Of course, there's no way I'm keeping up with Rey, though it would be nice to support her. And I do think you could try to keep up with her. But I think heroes are a little more balanced this time around. If you're not careful, you will die. And it could just be that these players who are playing Maul have no idea how to use him. He doesn't have a deflect with his lightsaber as Rey does and some of the other Jedi. So I'm going to go ahead and use a grenade launcher here to see how effective it is against some vehicles. We'll see how much damage I can chip off. I think I killed it right there. I'm not sure. At least assisted, and then got shot up from behind. But so far, the heroes feel fair, and I mean, good players are obviously going to dominate the battlefield with them, but you want that feeling. You want to be able to do good with a hero and not just die in half a second because it feels bad. I'm sure people will get good enough with them. So here we lost basically the troop transport has reached the gates of the palace, and then what you got to do is fall back. And here's an opportunity where you can get a ton of kills and you could come up behind the enemy forces who are usually charging into the palace. And you see here, that guy's a heavy putting his shield up, and I come straight from behind him and almost chip him away, but I think he got killed by my buddy right there. So it's time to defend the palace. And you got to check your corners, and you can rip off a bunch of kills over here as they try to press into the palace. This is a really fun map. I'm encouraged, and got ripped up from behind. But I'm encouraged with how fun this map was. I'd play the shit out of this. I really enjoyed it. Here we go. We're in the palace now. This is probably the second phase where there's more of these close quarter battles. Here, I try to go after Maul. There you can see one of Maul's special abilities, which is a throw, and then that Maul kind of knew what he was doing. Threw me and then lunged and cut me up. So an example. Okay, so here I've earned up enough points to become Rey. Now, notice Rey is grayed out. She just died, so now I'm able to pick her up. You kind of have to wait for the guy who was previously using Rey to die with her and, you know, hit that button over and over and over. So now I'm going to play Rey. I don't remember how well I play with her, so please, I'm going to try my best. I think I slow down a little bit, sort of experiment with her slashes. There's her blocking. She's got 3 abilities, sort of a charge slash. Let's see what that is. Mind trick. I think that'll shove people away. And then this ability here, her third ability, allows her to sort of sense things and see through walls where enemies are at, though I don't think I realized it at the time. Remember, this is super chaotic, and everybody's yelling and screaming in the air. Okay, so right away I encountered Maul, so this is a perfect opportunity to get some Rey redemption from that live stream they did, and I win against Maul. Of course, I had a ton of backup with some troopers there, so I felt good about that. And I'm blocking a bunch of shots and getting kills by knocking the lasers back. So I'm feeling pretty good as Rey, feeling powerful. That's when I sort of realized that I could use her abilities to see where the enemies are, and I got the jump on that droid. Now I'm being stupid. You probably don't want to do this. I jumped out in the middle there, and then I encounter another Maul who is different from the previous Maul, and I actually think I could kill him if I just blocked more effectively right there at the end. I just needed one more slash, and I could have killed 2 Mauls. So super fun. There's Boba Fett flying around. I hope Boba Fett has been toned down. I didn't get a chance to actually beat Boba Fett. Let's see. I go with Officer. Officer so far is my favorite class to play. It just feels so thematic. I'm all about, you know, angry army, let's move, and exactly like you know, and you get a little war cry. You give your guys a bonus. You kind of stick with them. Of course, they don't stick together. They move off. But once you have a private match or a private lobby, and you move with the same players like your buddies, you'll stick together, and the squad system will work the way it's supposed to work, I think. The officer's gun is not too good, though you can switch it to this sort of grenade launcher and get a bunch of, but that was the wrong thing to do, obviously. You don't want to stick your head out there, but I think I got a few grenades off and killed a few people. Grenade launcher, not as powerful as I thought. I wanted to explode right when it hits, but I think it does a bounce. So throwing some grenades over here. I think this is just a normal assault class, and not sure if I win that. I think I did. There's enemies all over the map. If you look there, bottom left. Oh, here what I'm showing you is the different weapon types. So this is a different type of assault gun, and I use this for a little bit. It sounds pretty cool, and then I switch over to a shotgun. See? So it sounds fucking cool, and then I switch over to shotgun, but I think I die before I can use it. Yeah, I got shot from behind. But yeah, so there's new weapon types. They feel good. They sound good. Here, he's right in my face, so I try melee. So I'm just punching him here as the officer, and melee still works, obviously. Jump Trooper, I'm going to give this guy a shot. I was terrible with him, I remember. But here, I kill a guy. His gun's pretty powerful. Unfortunately, guess who I run into? Ooh, I fucking waste my rocket. Run into Boba Fett, and it's jetpack versus jetpack, and I have no health, and Boba shows me how it's done and takes me out. So yeah, that was sort of the the Republic troopers, and it was super fun. We're gonna go ahead and look at the droids now. Okay, so onto the droids. They also get, you know, sort of that startup animation, which is really cool. I love this opening sequence. You have a bunch of captured troopers here. I tried to murder them, but you can't kill them. In fact, you can get stuck on them. But they should allow you to kill them, but that might affect the ESRB rating of the game. So we all move together. I love the droids. In fact, I think I like the droid army, playing the droid army better than the Republic army. I just love their voices. Roger, Roger. And then the commander, or whoever they have, like this female robot talking, I love. So no, I know some of you motherfuckers hate on the droids. Shut the fuck up. They're badass. I love them. And they're funny. So you can lay down a turret as the officer, and you can do that same thing as the other officer. Or it's based on the cars that you choose, actually. Here I get to play as the super battle droid. You could use this noob tube. So notice that guy had his shield up, but I fired off my wrist rocket, and it must have went right through that or hit the wall behind him and splash damaged him and took him out. So the super battle droids are pretty powerful and beefy to play, especially when you have backup like Darth Maul. So I sort of let Darth Maul go in there and carve a path, just cutting through fools now, and not leaving very much for me. Now, what is the objectives? Well, once you get into that second phase, you go to that little green panel there, activate that green panel, secure that, secure the other wing. Once you secure, I think, both of the wings, then the next phase will open up and you'll get to the throne room. So here, Darth Maul doing work, throwing his double-bladed lightsaber. I need to be paying attention. Yeah. So that's basically where all of them are. I use the noob rocket again. So a lot of people are going to be rocketing the hell out of you when they're the super battle droids. There, I didn't have enough life. Should have backed off.
Total control of West Atrium. Success.
See, I just love those voices. Here we're going to switch to a different part of the game so I can show you. I think this is a heavy. Yeah, this is a heavy. Got a kill there. Trying to use this tank a little bit as cover. And then I fuck up. I run into Rey. So here's a heavy versus Rey. How is it going to work out? She's blocking. Unfortunately, I run out of ammunition, had to reload, and I thought maybe that I can switch to my grenade launcher and plug the floor as she's coming to me. But you notice they bounce and ricochet at least once. So that didn't really do much for me, and I got murdered. I love that ability as a heavy. That's an ability right there where you could just mow down entire rooms. It lasts for a little bit, it slows you down. But these are little choke points once you get in there. And you just want to grenade the hell out of them. As an officer, you have that little grenade launcher. I give a bonus to anybody around me. See, the squad play definitely changes things. I'm trying to get to that objective. It looks like I've got a moment to grab the objective. So I'll go ahead and hit that. And you go from first person to third person. I sort of prefer first person. Here comes Rey. I think I'm fucked, and I'm freaking out as a droid. I'm like, ah, Roger, Roger. Heroes, we're doomed. But I pick off quite a few people. These guys are not checking their corners correctly, except for that guy. Here I try to use the grenade launcher again. I want the grenade launcher to be a little more effective, but I think eventually I did take out somebody with that. Okay, Darth Maul time. So notice, I want to be Darth Maul, but he's not available. So I click the button. I'm like, God damn it, I finally got enough points to be Darth Maul. I want to show, you know, other Joe. I want to show you guys what it's like to be Darth Maul. He's one of my favorite Sith, and finally got him. Tried to customize him a little bit, but I had no time to look at anything because I hear the music, which the music is kind of chiming in, telling me there's not a whole lot of time left. So I'm just looking at some of his abilities, increase the distance. I guess as the rarities get rarer and rarer, the card gets more powerful. You could throw the lightsaber further and further is kind of how that's working. So again, I can't use him until the motherfucker lets go of him or dies. So you'll have people sitting at this screen waiting. I wish there was something like a queue, but I guess if there was a queue, then the lower skill players will never get to be Darth Maul because they'll always be last in line queuing. It's kind of good that lower skill, they can kind of get it if they go fast enough. Okay, so I think I embarrassed myself with Maul. Like, I can't wait to use him. Here we go. Motherfucker. Okay, I was super fucking pissed off. You know, so that's going to happen to you too. So just wait for it. Okay, so we go on to another match here. And I think I'm going to slow down and sort of let this sort of speak for itself here because I think this is a sort of a complete match that we do with a droid. The droid. So I'm a droid officer right now. I've customized his weapon. I picked a different weapon, which I feel is a little better and a little stronger than the normal weapon. So I'm going to stop talking here and sort of let this play out. I'll chime in if I need to. Kind of waiting for somebody to come around this corner. Here he is. So getting a bunch of kills by sort of finding a position that they don't expect you to be in. Terrible aim. I got terrible aim. And there's the little mini game there. Notice that. It's a little reload mini game with some of the weapons. That green, if you make it within the green, then your weapon will get an overcharge and it'll be a little stronger, a little more powerful, fire maybe a little faster. Though I never had the opportunity to immediately use it because I'd always got done killing the guy. So I couldn't see how effective it was. I wanted to sort of use this area to get as many kills as possible. Oh, and there we go. So I'm getting a ton of kills. I'm trying my best to work my way up as fast as possible to Darth Maul. If you see there, somebody already has Darth Maul. I'm like, what the fuck? That guy is super good. And it could be because one of the things is, right now in the game, you can get into a vehicle, like say, you know, an aircraft or a tank, and murder 30 guys and get experience, and then go and get out of the tank and then click Darth Maul. You know, I think maybe they need to reduce the amount of battle points earned in some of the more powerful vehicles by 50% because it's going to be the easiest way to sort of farm heroes, to get the heroes first, is to just jump into a vehicle, get a bunch of extra kills in that, and then become Maul. Because having to do it manually through, you know, ground play is going to depend on where all the action is and if you can find your targets. So I'll go over here, look at the gardens. Beautiful map, by the way. Of course, the graphics and Star Wars Battlefront II has always been good looking. I've got a lot of enemies on my radar. I got somebody within, like right on top of me, and I can't find him. Notice here that the map is still restricted to this particular area. We need the troop transport to reach all the way to move further. So we've kind of pushed back all the enemy into that palace area. Just throw some random grenades over there to see if I can catch somebody unaware. Oh, we got a hero battle here. You always want to support your boy. Supporting my boy Maul. He gets knocked down. I freak out a little bit. I hit the yellow and try to hit her with some overcharge. I think I got her, or at least I supported. So I helped out there. Of course, Republic troopers come down, murder the hell out of me while I'm doing that. Okay, so here are some of the things that you can be. I didn't know that I did any of the AAT. Here I wanted to go Maul, right? I had very limited time left, so I kept trying to, excuse me, earn points for Maul. And there it goes. So that solves that. The shield is down, and now our troops can sort of storm the base. Tanks are no longer useful. You got to get out of the tank. It takes like 5 seconds. Then we can charge up here. All right, here we go. Gotta be real careful now because depending on how fast the Republic troopers are at reacting, they're gonna set up a lot of choke points over here. Here comes Ray. Oh, fuck. And I was like, there's the mind control thing. I think that's why I backed out and I was all messed up and I was talking real weird because my controls were all fucked up. So I'm gonna get a little aerial effect here. I know oh fuck, sniper it looks like. I don't know why I'm trying to out-snipe a sniper. But I gave it a shot. I don't know what the hell is happening. I think that thing prevented me from moving, but it also saved my life for half a second until that shield thing comes up. So you gotta shoot their legs. You gotta throw some grenades in there to get rid of those heavies. But I think my favorite is officer, heavy, specialist with that accurate sniper gun where you zoom in, and then the assault. I don't really like the assault. You know, it feels too vanilla for me. Yeah, you can switch to the shotgun, so maybe if I started using that more, I'd like it more. But I'd like to use one of the other classes mostly. I feel like I get points quicker as an officer, actually, and so I can get the various other bonuses and things. Unfortunately, the officer's gun is a little weaker. So we're on phase 2. You notice how that door that I was at had red lights on it. You couldn't progress any further.
East atrium must be secured.
Now we've got both. We're trying to secure both areas. I went in there. You're not supposed to go in there, so you're gonna get killed right away. You got to secure both areas.
East atrium.
Okay, so phase 3 just happened just now. Notice we got a little bit of more reinforcements in order, or they got a little bit more reinforcements that we have to tick down. So at the top of the screen, that's how many people we need to kill in order to win this final phase. That's how many respawns they have while we have to try to hold the throne room.
Proceed inside the palace for final conquest. Seize designated areas before enemy reinforcements arrive.
So yeah, I'm just waiting super long to try to beat Darth Maul. I think I'm clicking the button like 1,000 times. You can't hear it. But the number at the top of the screen is how many respawns they have left. We need to get to the throne room and hold it, which is basically have guys there without any enemies there for a certain amount of time. If we can capture the throne room, then we win. Or if we can tick down all the remaining spawns, then we win. So, I think I got him. Oh my god. So, finally get to play Maul. I don't know if I embarrassed myself. So, here he does a little sidestep. I'm like, what is his defense? He does a tiny sidestep. Not that effective. There's his normal slashes. And he's got 3 different special abilities, which I don't recall what they are. So, hopefully I will use them. Okay, the first one is that lunge and spin. Now I just get chewed up because I don't know where I'm at. And this is the throne room, essentially. I didn't even contribute to that ray. I'm getting shot from behind. I am playing terribly as Maul. Sorry about this, guys. And then I think that is a force grab and throw. And this is embarrassing. But, you know, Maul is scary. Oh, my God. I keep showing them my back because I couldn't tell where the enemy was coming from. They're coming from the opposite hallway. So Maul is getting a little bit of testy with me because I'm using him very poorly. So I say, okay, so this is the hallway they're coming down. Then I'm going to come in this direction and try to kill some people. Here we got Han Solo. At least I cut up Han Solo a little bit before dying. So I was probably the least effective Maul of all time. I'm so sorry, guys. But you know what? I'm not going to end it there. I have to do a better job. And I noticed a guy playing next to me. He was #1 on the charts. And I was like, fuck. And I was like, you know, he was like, do you want my footage for it? And I'm so sorry. I don't remember the guy's name. If it's you, let me know. He shared some of his Darth Maul footage with me. And it's far more effective Darth Maul play than I played right there. I need to sit down, you know, at my computer and experiment with him a little bit. This other gentleman had been there, you know, several days prior to me, so I know he had a little more experience. So let's watch, as a way to end this, some experienced play with Darth Maul. check it out, guys. I hope you enjoy, and I will come back after he kicks some fucking major ass. Later, guys.
Give up. Beware. They doubt.
Plan RP deactivated.
You limp and bleed. Flee.
So you notice here he's having trouble because, you know, well, he's doing a lot better than I did, but, you know, he's running up against to the objective markers, and the waypoints need to open up before he can be a little more effective. He got a little too over-aggressive. He could probably get a lot more kills going back and forth between the flanks, which I think he's going to do now. But it's hard as fuck to hit people, at least hit a jetpack trooper with his saber throw. But if they're all in a hallway, that saber throw is really, really nice. So I think it spins vertically rather than horizontally.
Little of true killing. Fall.
This is the most Maul has ever talked in Star Wars. You have to really line him up very well. You notice he's overly aggressive, super aggressive, and if you're not careful, you will overshoot your targets all the time. So if you calm down with Maul, just calm down with him a bit, and then you'll be fine. A jump trooper, man, that's tough for Maul, because it's extremely easy to overshoot him. But he got him.
Be forgotten.
He's good. Okay, a match with Ray. Does he have enough life? Looks like he's backing off a little bit, trying to use abilities, and not even our #1 guy can face a Ray with little low health. He could have done it with a little bit more practice. But all right, guys, so that's it. These are my Star Wars Battlefront 2 impressions. Let's see if there's anything that I forgot to talk about. Galactic Conquest mode and cross-army eras. So no, you can't have cross-era armies face each other like the Resistance fighting against the droid armies. That sucks. The Resistance from, you know, the new Star Wars films versus the droid armies of the prequels. You can't do that. I think that that's something that LucasArts controls, and because DICE has to, that's a secret thing. A lot of people don't realize that DICE has to constantly ask permission to LucasArts whether they can do some of these things, and sometimes they say no, and sometimes they say yes. And so that may actually not be DICE's fault. It could be LucasArts' fault, or maybe it is DICE's fault. We don't know, but just keep that in mind. So no cross-era armies, which I was looking forward to. And then also Galactic Conquest. They haven't said anything officially, but it's not there. It's not going to be there. At least from what I'm gathering from a lot of different people and talking with a lot of the developers. I think what it may end up happening is they're probably talking with LucasArts about it now, because what they're going to have to do is create a meta map and have all the different planets. So they're going to need, you know, assets and rights to do some of those things. And I think that Galactic Conquest is coming. I think it's going to be a post, you know, launch, you know, expansion or a patch or new mode that they add. Hopefully, obviously for free, because a lot of the DLC will be for free. If that happens, woo boy, I will be super thumbs up It sucks it's not in there for release. I probably would have graded the game a little bit higher, especially if the mode is awesome with the bots. But I got a little behind-the-scenes stuff, and the custom matches that you can set up, I think, are a lot more elaborate. I think that you can mess around with a lot more settings than we were able to mess around with before, obviously, in Battlefront 1. So stuff like, you know, well, I don't know for sure because I haven't seen it with my own eyes, but I think we're going to be pleasantly surprised with the custom match settings and all those bots maybe and adjusting all these different sliders. At least I hope, and that's kind of the impression that I'm getting from different conversations. So there is an upside there, and hopefully that will take care of a lot of our specialist kind of needs for some of the stuff. But yeah, so Galactic Conquest, no cross-area gameplay. I'm super excited. You know, I haven't seen a whole lot on single player yet. Of course, you know, they're trying to keep that a little closely guarded. Let very few people see it. It's very produced and you know, cinematic, and it's awesome, which worries me that it will be, you know, 4 hours. I don't know. Hopefully it will be more substantial than that. Will that be a sore point for me? Yes, because, you know, we've been asking for it, and then we might have to wait till Battlefront 3 to get like a super extensive. But we don't know. This is still all unconfirmed rumor stuff. Yeah, so they won't tell us how long it is in terms of numbers. But I had a lot of fun, guys, and I played enough of it to be convinced that I'm definitely gonna play it. I don't know. I think I might, you know. I would like to know more about sort of setting up, you know, private servers, if any of that stuff is in it. I don't think so, but because I want to get the Angry Army matches going on in it where we can play against each other. But yeah, okay, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and more is coming soon. Obviously, this is just the beginning of Star Wars Battlefront 2 stuff, so stay tuned, and I will see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.